Across the galactic arm, empires had risen and fallen like waves against a cosmic shore. For centuries, the Fourth Dominion reigned unchallenged, ruling through fear, precision, and the power of their war fleets. No civilization had dared defy them for generations. Then came the humans. The first time the Dominion encountered Earth species, they mistook them for another minor frontier world. A scouting vessel detected human transmissions, simple, open, and seemingly naive. They saw no fleet formations, no planetary defense networks visible from orbit. To the Vorth strategists, this was a ripe opportunity to show dominance. Their fleet commander, Admiral Thervok, ordered a pacification sweep. 20 ships descended into Sol's outer boundary, expecting submission. What they found was silence, no challenge, no broadcast, no panic. Just quiet signals bouncing from the moons and satellites of a planet that looked fragile from afar. The Admiral's second officer asked if they should proceed to fire a warning shot toward the blue planet. Thervok gave the order. A single pulse beam struck a human lunar relay station, vaporizing it instantly. The humans didn't respond. No defense launched. No counter-transmission came. The Admiral smirked and declared the species unworthy of galactic notice. His fleet moved closer. But something happened the next moment that no Dominion records could explain. One by one, every system in the attacking ships began to fail. Shields dropped. Targeting arrays flickered into static. Then a strange signal entered their network, bypassing all encryption. A single message repeated in an ancient Terran tongue. Leave. Now. Thervok demanded a translation. The ship's linguistics AI complied, explaining that the phrase meant a direct order of dismissal in the human's own language. The Admiral scoffed. Primitive threats, he said. He ordered the bombardment of Earth to begin. The weapons never fired. Instead, every weapon array turned inward, targeting the Dominion fleet itself. Energy spikes overloaded reactors. Ships detonated within seconds. The survivors fled, shaken beyond reason. From that day, a silent warning began to spread through the stars. Do not provoke the humans. At first, the Galactic Council laughed. Rumors often surfaced about small civilizations claiming invincible defense. Most faded quickly when exposed to the fire of real war. Yet as reports grew, ships vanishing near Sol, fleets refusing orders to engage human systems, the laughter turned uneasy. When a neutral ambassador approached Earth to investigate, the humans welcomed them politely. They offered coffee, calm words, and data on shared trade. The ambassador left convinced humanity was peaceful. But the Dominion spies who infiltrated that same mission discovered something the Council later sealed in silence. Humanity's planetary defense grid wasn't composed of weapons orbiting Earth, it was Earth itself. Their satellites were decoys, their transmissions misleading. Beneath their oceans and crust, vast machines rested, unseen, waiting. The humans didn't threaten war. They engineered deterrence so complete that no attack could succeed without total self-destruction. For centuries, other species had depended on centralized defense networks. The humans hid theirs within the planet's biosphere, connected to every oceanic current, every seismic pulse, every atmospheric shift. The planet itself was alive with silent watchers. The Dominion learned this truth the hard way. 2 cycles after their first failed assault, they returned, believing the humans unprepared for a larger offensive. This time they deployed 1,000 warships. They surrounded Earth from all sides, darkening the solar system's edge. The Dominion High Command expected surrender within hours. The humans didn't respond. Again. Instead, the stars themselves seemed to shift. From behind Saturn, massive constructs emerged, black, angular, and utterly silent. They bore no heat signature, no broadcast, no insignia. At first, the Dominion scanners thought them asteroids. Then one of them moved faster than any known vessel, crossing half the system in seconds. The first Dominion battleship vanished in a bloom of light so intense that the sensors recorded no residue. No debris, no explosion, just absence. Admiral Korvek, commanding the invasion, ordered a full retreat. His last transmission before his ship disappeared was recorded and replayed across 100 worlds. They do not fight. They erase. The phrase spread faster than any military report. Traders whispered it in backwater ports. Smugglers repeated it in asteroid bars. Even pirate lords began to mark human space as forbidden territory. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session. For the first time in their recorded history, fear silenced the chamber. A counselor of the Arctan species spoke first. Perhaps the Dominion exaggerates. No species can resist annihilation forever. But another delegate from the Rim Coalition produced data fragments showing impossible readings. Gravitational distortions, energy fluctuations beyond any known drive technology. If these numbers are real, he said, the humans have learned to bend space-time as a defense. They didn't build weapons, they built control. The room fell quiet again. Soon emissaries were sent to Earth hoping to negotiate mutual understanding. Humanity accepted their presence with calm civility. They opened their archives, showed the ruins of their past wars, and explained the cost of every conflict. "We have no need to conquer," said one of their diplomats, a man with weary eyes. "We remember what destruction feels like. We ensure it never happens again." But the Dominion did not stop. Their pride demanded revenge. Their rulers feared losing authority if they appeared weak. So they built their largest fleet, 2,000 ships equipped with planet-busting weapons, and sent them to Sol once more. When they arrived, they found the system empty of ships, silent as before. They advanced, ready for battle. Then every Dominion vessel received a broadcast simultaneously. No origin could be pinpointed. The voice was calm, measured, almost gentle. "This is your last chance. Leave our sky." The admiral laughed and ordered all cannons to fire. The command never reached the weapons. Instead, the fleet's own targeting systems recalibrated. Each ship's reactor began counting down on its own display. 10 seconds later, every vessel turned to dust. No explosion, no wreckage. Just quiet dispersal, molecular disassembly. The fleet vanished without a trace. From that day onward, the Galactic Council officially declared Earth a neutral sanctuary. No vessel could enter its system without permission. Even the Dominion, broken and humiliated, withdrew from galactic politics. But among the outer colonies, a deeper question began to rise. What were the humans protecting, and why? Explorers who ventured near Earth reported strange phenomena. Space around the planet rippled subtly like heat haze in vacuum. Some claimed to see enormous silhouettes beyond visual range. Machines that weren't ships but floating cities. Others spoke of silent probes that followed intruders for years, recording everything yet never engaging. Rumors grew that humanity had achieved something far greater than warfare. They had learned to merge consciousness with machine, to build guardians that required no pilots. Their war wasn't fought with soldiers but with will and memory. A century passed before anyone dared test them again. By then, the Dominion was gone, consumed by civil strife. New powers rose, bold and curious, dismissing ancient tales as myths. One such empire, the Creel hierarchy, decided to prove the legends false. They sent stealth drones into Sol, invisible to most known sensors. The drones transmitted nothing for 3 days. Then suddenly, the hierarchy's entire command network went offline. When they restored it, they found a single message on every system written in their own language. You were warned. All their outer colonies ceased responding afterward. Satellites recorded only faint white light where the worlds once orbited. Not one survivor remained. The message spread again, louder than before. Do not attack the humans. They'll turn your empire to dust. Even the Galactic Council began enforcing the warning through law. Any species that threatened Earth faced collective sanctions. Trade routes realigned. Borders shifted. Humanity, without firing a single shot in 1,000 years, became the silent axis around which galactic diplomacy revolved. But within Earth itself, life seemed peaceful. Cities thrived. Oceans shimmered. Humanity spoke of peace, art, and unity. Few outsiders understood the truth, that beneath those calm surfaces, vast sentient networks pulsed quietly, remembering every war, every betrayal. The Council eventually sent a historian to study Earth's rise. His name was Merit, a scholar from a long-lived species known for patience. He arrived expecting arrogance, power displays, and intimidation. Instead, he found modest humans offering him tea and stories. He asked them directly, "Why does the galaxy fear you so deeply? You show no weapons, no armies, yet entire empires vanish when they defy you." The elder who hosted him smiled faintly. "Because we remember too much," she said. "When we reached the stars, we found war waiting everywhere. We decided that if we were to survive, we'd have to end the concept of conquest itself. Not by talk, by truth." Merritt tilted his head. "Truth?" She nodded. The truth that destruction always circles back. Every empire that tried to control others eventually destroyed itself. We simply made that lesson immediate. He asked what she meant, but she offered no more explanation. That night he looked up at the sky and felt something vast watching him. Not malicious, simply aware. When he returned to the council, his report became the final entry in the galactic archives concerning Earth.